Yep. What's up? What's happening? It's your boy Javon. What's happening with the gang? So, this is water. You may have seen, maybe or may not, but I've ended Kenshi. I've ended the game. And the phone fell. You guys have put together a Q&A for me. A simple question and answer. I've been running Kenshi for a whole season, real life season, and I've put an end to it. It is now officially over. I've taken an official L. Now,
you suck.
A deal's a deal. It may have already happened. I've already contacted Twitch support. I've already told them the routine. I've gave them all the information that they needed. I'm sorry to hear that. You want to delete your account. Now, let's see what he says. Let's see what he says. It seems you're an affiliate user, so before deleting the account, you have to be off board the affiliate program. For the process, if you allow me to transfer this case to email, I can assist you from there. Shin Chan's probably talking to his coworkers like, yo, we lost one. How do I get this man to stay? Boss man's like, who cares?
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
I'll try to be quick. First question, why did you create this challenge? So back in July, I found out that my mom had cancer, and that's when I took a break from stream. Before then, I was running stream on a daily basis, going hard at it. I was playing a variety of games. I'm grateful for the community that is around me. I'm grateful for the gang. I'm grateful for NSW. I put it all to a halt. I had to stop, bro. So I took a transition, got a job again. I'm a videographer at heart. Full-time do videography, but that's not enough to support. So I copped a job back at the hotel. Now I'm busting 2 of them. Once things were stable again, I had to plot out and plan what would fit best in the schedule, but also be great for my family as well. What was the most difficult part in the challenge? Man, if I could just say in one, damn, do I have to pick multiple? It's a lot, honestly. I would say the multi-management, the multitasking. It's a single player game, but there's characters within that game. Now, we took it to a whole new level, and we added a mod just to bring in the audience more. I believe the limit in the game is 32. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we said forget that. We added the mod to put in 256 characters in a game, only controlled by one person. Yours truly. Just think of, if you don't know what Kenshi is, think of Sims, but in medieval format. I say it all the time. What was your greatest highlight in Kenshi? The teamwork, seeing everybody put their thought process, brain power, seeing us figure out things as a unit, as a group. Honestly, I had no idea how this was gonna work in the beginning. I had an idea, but it was us working as a unit, regardless of everyone's situation, and just seeing it unfold to life. Off game, on stream, that's one thing when you put your mind to something, even in a game, bro, even when you put your mind to something and then you see it pieced together and it actually happens, man, it's a good feeling. Favorite part of the game? I can't really just answer that question because there was a lot that happened. So many favorites, fam. I can't really just answer that. Yeah, I can't. I'll be talking all day. This will be a long video. How does it feel to be in the world of Kenshi? Prison, Hell's Kitchen. Horrible, but also beautiful at the same time. Like yin and yang, fam. Kenshi is one of a kind, bro. I always say it. Shout out to Chris Hunt. And fun fact, it took him 7 years, from what I heard, 7 years to make that game. Bros, and he did it by himself. What kind of challenges did you face, and what challenges are you facing now? Trying to be there. You know, you have to consider, like, for me, I'm a streamer, right? I have a lot going on outside of stream, and then there's a lot going on in the stream. I know if I cut that stream on, things are gonna happen, things are gonna get done. It's progress. It's like a flip switch, bro. I literally enter a whole different world when I'm in Kenshi. I just have to make sure I'm able to enter that world. There's a lot of responsibility that I have on a day-to-day basis, so, you know, I try my absolute best to take care of everything in a day that I have to, and then some. Oh yeah, what challenges are you facing now? Oh, sorry. It's not just me in that game, bro. Like, we all did a lot. So to just shut that down, it doesn't feel right to just leave, because people were very passionate and is very passionate of what they did in the game. Trust me, I saw it and I see it. I don't want to just leave like that, but I have to. So I have a plan in mind. I'm not going to speak on it just yet. It's like walking away from a home that you built and your family is there and now you have to leave. Like, it doesn't feel right. So I have a plan. What makes you keep going forward knowing some of your teammates died in the game? The challenge, because, all right, so there's a few things when it comes to value, sentimental value, and money. No matter how you look at it, it's still my responsibility at the end of the day to keep the characters alive in the game for the purpose, you know, for us being a unit, the bond, the goal itself. Now, when a character dies in a game, that's a great loss. There's this thing called permadeath in games. Not many games have it, but if a character dies in a game, it takes a lot of effort, time to get a character back. A viewer can spend real life money to get a character in the game as well. So if a real person spent money on getting a character and then that character dies, bro, that's on me at the end of the day, because I'm the one that had control of that character. So it hurts a little bit. So I try to make it up in any way I can. If something happens like that, I'm already in thought process of how can I make it right. What would you rate Kenshi? A 9.5 out of 10.
Yes, sir.
9.5 out of 10. What would make it a 10 out of 10? Making it multiplayer. I don't know how they can do that. I don't know how Chris Hunt and his team can make that happen, but if he can find a way to make that multiplayer, I'm gonna change my answer. You feel me? What's your favorite kingdom of the ones you've met? I would say Frontliner Kingdom and the Fog Ninjas, hands down. I mean, it's kind of obvious. This is not favoritism, because people know I rock with Keemo. It's what's been done and what was planned to be done. It states a lot when the plan is even bigger than my own. I'm more in the thought process. Me personally, like my kingdom, NSW Kingdom in that game, was all about survival and supporting others, you know? Man, Keemo and Termite, they took it to a whole different level. Termite runs the Fog Ninjas, and then Keemo runs the Frontliner Kingdom. The Frontliner Kingdom was ran by somebody else, but due to personal reasons, he wasn't able to run it like how he wanted to. So I had Keemo take it over. He volunteered. He exceeded expectations. Let's put it like that. While playing Kenshi, are there very important things you've learned in the game? Rather if it was from someone or from your discoveries? Definitely. The first thing I can just come off to mind is expecting unexpected. That game's full of surprises, and it'll always throw you off your game, off your plan. It'll knock you off balance, even when you feel like you have stability. Hell, that's life. You know what I'm saying? One thing about streaming is whenever you stream a game, there's always going to be somebody who knows more than you. So always keep in mind and consider of who you could possibly meet when you stream in a game. I already knew from the get-go, before I even touched that game, I already knew that it was going to be some legend, some GOAT, some guru that would come in my stream and drop gems, fam. And I was ready for it. I had to be a student before I even started. And that's exactly what I did. Forever grateful. And shout out to Frankie. FrankieWuzHere, excellent streamer. Best one in Kenshi. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you could redo the challenges, would you? No. Gotta move on, fam. Always. It's a one-time deal. Maybe I could do something similar in the future, but nah, man. I was here for the moment, just like everybody else. What is the first thing you would tell any gamer out there that starts or wants to play Kenshi? Don't do this challenge. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not gonna lie, it was reckless. My niche, my style is intensity and involving others into the stream in any way I can. With that game, I put my whole entire account on the line. That was not a wise decision, but I came up with the idea strictly just to catch myself back up for being gone. I could have played that differently, but I'm a man of my word, and now I don't have a Twitch account. and Twitch pays you money. I mean, it's rare, it's not easy, but if you dedicate yourself to streaming, you can find financial stability within a stream. Now, you can't do that if you don't have an account, regardless of the impact and the people you inspire. That's another thing to value is that you could potentially change somebody's life just from streaming a game, bro. It's insane, but it's true. Did this experience teach you something? It taught me a lot. A lot, bro. I can't even fully just break it all down to you about everything I've learned, but to simplify, I know how to move better in my craft, that's for sure. I've learned, man, people, fam. It's the people. When everyone has a common goal, it's a feeling that words cannot explain. At least I can. What made you delete the world? Was it hard for you when you deleted the world? I did not delete the world. To be technical, I said, if we don't make $1 million, I delete my Twitch account. The world is still there, so we can always run it back. We can always figure something out in the future, and I plan on to. Would you bring it back if you had others controlling the world when you're not able to? Yes. Would you do other challenges in Kenshi? Like only one race, only this type of weapon, or other? If it's more intense than the challenge that we previously did. So it needs to be a one-up. Always has to be something bigger than what was previously done. What did everyone bring to the table? Ideas, plans, knowledge, information, intel, reassurance, hope, possibilities, opportunities. Can I keep going? Something you didn't like about the game. I didn't dislike anything. I may have been stressing out in the stream, but that's only because of either the chance of someone losing their character or me losing my account or me losing my character. That was it, but that's the thing, bro. I thrive. I get an adrenaline rush off of intensity, bro. Man, the harder the game, the more fun I have, I swear. I love being pressured. I love being pressured because it's gonna teach me. It won't break me, fam. I'm not gonna fold. If anything, I try to find a way to evolve, alone or with the people that surround me. They call me crazy. I'm starting to believe it. Would you do more challenges on games that are similar to Kenshi? Yes. Do you think Kenshi will be relatable to the real world or how life would be back in the day? Oh yeah. I feel like Chris Hunt got inspiration off of Kenshi because of the real world. And the game was based off of medieval times, but there's fantasy in it as well. So that's a question more for Chris Hunt. But from my point of view, definitely. Hands down, definitely. Hell, I got questions for him. I know people were throwing doubts, throwing hate and shade in the comments. I'll see you guys, but you know nothing about me. For you guys to say something like that, it just shows that you're just judging from the outside, which is cool. I mean, you're giving me an extra view, but you're wasting your time with it. But just know that's not gonna phase or change anything. Like, I already know what I want. But again, for those haters out there, just keep watching.